were talking about, there was a girl that every time I know her, she's actually a friend of mine on Facebook.
Right.
And she does things like this. And I never really met her in person until I met her in person about a year ago. I remember thinking to myself, a lot of people though, when it comes to twerking, a lot of women are different on social media than they are in real life.
Because when we met this person in real life, we were like, wow, you are very reserved and loose.
And
shy.
I would say modest, but mostly just shy.
And
I think some women that are insecure,
she was insecure,
have an alter ego on camera.
100%. Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe if you enjoy our content. So we have a subscriber. Her name is Shannon. You've seen her. Have you seen her comments before? I don't know.
No, you read a lot of comments.
I read a lot of comments, you guys. But she said, I really have to know your. She laughed, but she's like, I really have to know your guys' opinion. What you guys think about twerking?
Well. Next question.
I think it's good for your back.
I'm like, really? She's like, I'm like, girl, you know, like, okay, so you've watched us long enough, so you already know what we're probably gonna say here, okay? Kara, you already know.
You gotta have a strong back for that.
Kara didn't even know that twerking was still even a thing.
I don't go on social media. So that's the thing. That's my problem. That's my problem with all of our shows.
We need to be more on social media, though.
I know, but I hate social media. I mean, you know what it is? It's like, I like it for about 8 minutes.
I know.
And then I lose all interest in everybody's life, and I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't know people were still twerking.
People are still twerking.
I didn't know that it was a thing.
It's very fascinating to people.
I've seen them before. Like, that has to be the hardest.
It has to be.
I mean, you have to have a really good core.
Okay, but like,
you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, physically. I mean, those girls have to have really good cores to do that. I mean, because that is so aerobic.
I'm gonna be really real with you. When it comes to the mechanics of twerking, like, I think it's pretty impressive. Yeah. I do. I think that someone can do that. To me,
I mean, and good ones too. Like, not the girls who just really don't. Yeah. Like you can tell they just got it.
Yeah.
You know, like they kind of got one.
Yeah.
And you know what they're doing.
Got one.
But there are some girls that are really good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it's crude.
No, but okay, so that's the part of it. Okay, the mechanical part of it, it's really interesting to see.
If you're at a strip club, it's fantastic.
Right.
If
but
you're on
I think that women who are doing this twerking thing, it's clearly not something that you should probably do if you're trying to behave like a lady.
Right.
And now, I know it's a broad judgment.
It's eye-catching for men.
It is very eye-catching for men. I actually just saw a video of a guy. I would put that video.
It's eye-catching for women too, because we can't believe it sometimes. Yeah. We're like, wow, how does she do that?
How does she do that? How does she have the courage?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, like, what the hell? You know, but I actually just saw a video of a guy talking about this. But he talks about the way that women behave on social media and what men are thinking when they're looking at it. And what it is that a lot of women actually believe that the positive, if you want to call it that, positive comments they get, which is why they keep doing it. Because they're getting this positive feedback from men and they're feeling like it's great. What he's trying to say is, no, they just want you to keep exploiting yourself. So we have something to look at, you know, and that's really kind of where it ends for men. And a lot of these women think that they really are going to get the man of their dreams. And I'm like, you have to show a different side to you. You know, whenever I see videos like this, or I see girls who do things like this, women who do things like this, my first thought is, but isn't your mother on there? Isn't your uncle? I don't know.
Well, maybe they do it.
Well, that is true.
Maybe it's a family thing.
Family twerking. It might be.
Maybe their mom does it too. Maybe they do it together.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could just be me being like old-fashioned, I guess. And that might just be what it is. But because everyone seems to think it's just fabulous and, you know, it's great. But I just think that there's a way that you should carry yourself.
I just believe in mystery.
Yeah, I think it's a way to carry yourself.
I'm like, to me, when women act like that, it's. I don't care that you act like that. You're a grown woman. You can do what you want to do.
Yeah, right.
But what I think it does though, it makes you unpredictable.
Yeah, right. It does.
You know what I mean? Like.
Well, that's what this guy was saying. Is that it makes you like a one note.
Like, there was a girl that every time I know her, she's actually a friend of mine on Facebook.
Right.
And she does things like this.
Yeah, okay.
on camera.
Right.
And I never really met her in person until I met her in person about a year ago. And she, I didn't even know she was in the room because she was so quiet.
Yeah. Oh my God, I know you're saying.
I remember thinking to myself, a lot of people though, when it comes to twerking, a lot of women are different on social media than they are in real life.
Because when we met this person in real life, we were like, wow, you are very reserved and shy.
I would say modest, but mostly just shy.
Shy
and I think some women that are insecure,
she was insecure,
have an alter ego on camera.
100%.
So that's why I can say, and that's why I can say I don't care that you do it, but you know, because a lot of strippers are not like strippers who make money. A lot of them are people like doctors or attorneys, and they just trying to get over some shyness. Yeah. So there has been a lot of people have said that a lot of strippers are not women who need the job. They do it for another reason.
I had a friend who was actually a stripper. She was a dancer, and she told me that there's a lot of women that are in there, not a lot, but there was like maybe 7 different women that were in this particular club that were doctors and lawyers, and they had anxiety and shyness problems, like massive shyness problems. And that seems strange, but they've seen psychiatrists, and that's part of it. Like maybe you should do something like this, be more of an exhibitionist, and try that and get out your shyness. And my friend was like, you know, and they would do a couple shows, and then we never see them again. It's just to get over a fear or just change who they are in some way and to be who they want to be. So it's not everybody's doing things for all the same reasons, but there are women like the one you're talking about before where it is just because you're trying to get the attention of men.
Also, it's an alter ego. I mean, what I was shocked when I met this girl is that how conservative.
That's what I'm saying.
How conservative she kind of was, and so when she goes on, even today when I see her on
social media,
I think you are so not this person in real life. It's so weird because I know that she's not, but and somewhere on the inside, something about the camera makes everyone want to be like a celebrity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're in celebrity culture. So I think social media, you know, because we have a platform. Yeah. So, you know, I think social media, so I'm a good example because I am not someone who likes to be on camera. Right. But I'm on camera to do this. Right. So I'm someone who definitely is mostly, I'm introverted. So I don't really like it, but this does help me. Yeah. Because it helps me come out of my shell, talking to you all and being with my sister and everything. It does help me come out of my shell because I was someone who never even liked taking pictures. And then I got over that. And then Danielle wanted to do this show. And then I was like, oh no, I don't want to be on camera.
You know what I mean? If y'all knew how long it took me to get Kara to even get on camera, y'all wouldn't, you would be, I've always wanted to have like a podcast, but I always wanted to be with Kara because we have such great conversations. And I just thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about our conversation, just turn on the camera and then hear people's opinions, whether they agree or disagree with us. But Kara, man, get her in front of camera was not it. That was
the only
not
difference. I would say it helps me. I think anything you're afraid of helps you. Now, yeah. I will only do this show if I can be 100% myself. Yeah. I can't be fake. You know what I mean? Like fakeness to me is just uncomfortable. I don't understand. Like if I can't be like this in person, like if you meet me, you'll see this. Yeah. This is just who I am. But there are people who feel comfortable. Like remember back when talk shows like Ricky Lake were really big. Yeah. And I remember Ricky Lake saying this. What people go, why do they go on talk shows and talk about their personal life like this? And then Ricky said a lot of people feel comfort with being with the audience. And they can be a little different. Right. When the cameras hit. So I think that is true for a lot of people. A lot of these women a lot of these young...
Not just twerking.
Like, and I always say young girls, because older women are doing this too. So I think that what happens is when you get a space where you can turn on your camera in the comforts of your own home, you feel like you can be somebody else, especially if you are like a mom. Yeah. You don't have to be a mother now. Right. Now you can be a sexual sort of thing. And some women want to be sexual objects because all day long they're somebody's mom. Yeah. So it could be, I mean, it could just be an alter ego sort of thing. Do I like twerking? No, I think it's fascinating how women can do that.
Even beyond twerking, like just like those suggestive pictures and photos that people take, the over sexualization period. A lot of women, girls, young people, they or just anybody, honestly.
No, I'm saying like 50-year-old women doing it.
They really do this.
Church girls do
because
it.
Maybe
church.
Maybe it's just like fun for them to do. But I would say in my opinion, I would say the vast majority of women do this because they want positive feedback from somebody. They want to hear positive words. And sometimes when a woman is insecure, I know I don't want to make this so deep, but it is very true. When a woman is very insecure about herself and she has a beautiful face and a beautiful body and she can do a dance, she has a dance skill, you know, that some people don't.
It's a skill, because it's hard.
She ends up thinking that's all that she has to give, and so that's kind of what she does. That's kind of what she does. Now that's a long version of, you know, of all this, but sometimes I hear about these backstories of women that do these types of things, these kind of like being overly sexual when they don't really want to be. Right. It's because they're trying to get a reaction out of men, because that's you know, that's you want to say that you're pretty. They are going to say that because they want you to keep doing it. Right. You know, so I don't know. It's to me, I just think that women should be more reserved with some things. And that doesn't. When I say that, I'm not a prude. So I do love, like, I feel sexy. Like, I feel like a sexy person. And I think that all my photos are like the, you know, my chest up, neck up, face up, you know, it's like there, like I'm here. And I feel just as sexy with that. So I don't feel like I need to, I don't think that everybody needs to see all of you. All these men and stuff don't really deserve to see all of it.
But I think that a lot of women in real life, when they walk into the store, believe me, I went to Walmart, it's a leper colony. A lot of women do. Man, really do better with the clothes. But my point in saying this, there's a point for me saying this.
Okay, what's your point?
The reason why...
What's your point?
And the reason why I say that is because I think in real life, women don't get feedback, but on camera, they get instant comments and hearts and likes. And so I do think that there are a lot... Because if you ever look at some of these women, they aren't really made up or dressed up. They're really just showing their behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
And so I think that it is a way, like, say you are a woman that is average. And when you go out in the world, men treat you like that. Sometimes they don't look at you. Sometimes they don't
and then you
give you feedback. And then you walk past a woman who's getting lots of feedback. Okay, right? Then you feel some sort of way. Then you go on camera, and then you go and do something like take your clothes off, and then all of a sudden these guys are all flooding your comment. It can give you a shot of self-esteem if you're someone who doesn't have it at all. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why. I haven't seen people twerk in a long time. I didn't know that was still a thing. The only thing I could think is these have to be women that just really feel like they are invisible in real life.
And then all they have to offer, they're just like, look at me, look at me, look at now look what I'm doing.
I don't feel invisible in real life.
No, I don't.
So I don't feel the need, like, even if I take a full body shot, I don't feel any need to be turned around like this or anything. Like, I don't feel the need to do that because, like I said in one of our other videos, what am I getting out of this? Yeah, like what? Everything that I do, everything I do, it has to be like a cause and effect thing. Yeah, like what would I get out? What, a bunch of men liking it? Like, I don't really care that bad to do that. You know what I mean? So to me, you know, I think that any woman that would do that is either one, a stripper, or two, she just doesn't feel noticed.
Right. But do you feel it's possible that people who do this can just really just be? It's possible for a woman to have high self-esteem and be a twerker or be a.
If you're a stripper,
but you don't think that the average woman can just be doing.
Not if you're doing it on camera. No, what I'm saying is I think that the reason why women are doing, I don't think anybody can feel high self-esteem doing that. I think that women, if you do
that's one question.
If I do it in front of my husband, then I can have high self-esteem. I'm trying to turn him on. Yeah. But if I'm doing it with a camera, there is some part of you that doesn't feel noticed.
I'm sorry, you just got okay. Because
I mean, I'm not a twerker, but I'm just saying, even with I'm different sexually when I'm in love. I'm sexually adventurous. I mean, I want to do sexy things, you know what I mean? But only with the guy that I really want to be with. I really don't care to turn on a bunch of men I'm never going to see.
Yeah, it's so weird.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I think you can turn on men anyway. Yeah. You can wear a turtleneck and some flip-flops and some men will probably find you attractive. It's not about that. But I think that when women do that, you only are doing that to get attention.
Right. There's some women on here who do these twerking things like almost every day. You know, on their pages. I'm thinking, but if you ever meet one of these guys, it's all you are as a twerker, then he's really only thinking about that. and how he's going to get you. You know what I mean? That his sole purpose, I feel like every man's sole purpose is to have sex with a woman. Right? That's I don't care if you're good guy, bad guy, I don't care. That the purpose is to get you in bed. Right? That's the purpose. It just kind of like, but then there's men who, where if you put yourself out there like that, it's like that's it. They just, their only thought process now is just that, not
But for some women, like there was this guy, he's a sex therapist, and he was saying for some women that's all they have. Some women think that the only way to a man is his sexual appetite, and for a lot of women that is, even beautiful women, for a lot of women that is all that they really have to bring to the table.
Right. I feel like if you lack substance as a woman, that's kind of, it leads you down to roads like this.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel like you have anything else. And so I have a beautiful face, I have a hot body, and I know how to do this, and people are going to say that I look good, and I'm going to be hearing this, and I'm going to get followers. That's another part of it. You're going to get followers, likes, and hearts. And obviously, we're in that culture now, where we're just pining, people are just pining for likes and hearts and stuff, and friends and stuff, and followers. And it's like, women like that, I just think, just want that attention because they're lacking it somewhere. They don't have any kind of.
It's nice to get attention from men.
It is nice. I'm not gonna lie.
I love getting attention.
It's nice to hear you.
You know what I mean? But I am not a one note.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be with a guy, and the only thing he ever thinks about me, he doesn't want to have any conversation with me. Like I like to have different parts of me. You know what I mean? I don't want a guy just to like me for one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't even want to like a guy for one thing. It's like, saying we're like dating guys with money. You don't want him just to have money. You want him to have personality and confidence and happiness and bring something to the table other than money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the same thing with women. Men like sex, of course they do. You know what I mean? All men do. But pretty soon you're going to just be someone he's had sex with.
It's like you can
have sex with many women. But if he's gonna try to be with you, he's gonna want more from you than just that. He can get that anywhere.
Because if you don't have any mystery to you, I do think that makes you kind of like a one-note woman. I do. I really do. I think that that's my biggest part with women who do this. My biggest problem is that you're not having, there's no mystery there. You're just kind of putting yourself out there, and there's no wondering anymore. They just know. They know. And it's just sad. I sometimes just think it's sad. I think we are people who really like to, we encourage women. So I just feel like when I see stuff like this, I'm thinking, man, you're so much more than that, and you don't know it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the part that I think that needs to get through, is that you don't know it. Now, there are professional twerkers out here who do it for business. But that's what you're saying. It's kind of like strippers. Like, that's their business.
I mean, Kim Kardashian got famous from being half naked all the time.
Yeah.
And her sisters too. And so, a lot of young girls realized that woman made a lot of money off that.
And then here we go.
Cardi B was a stripper
even Paris Hilton. It's already started with Paris Hilton.
What's her name? Cardi B was a stripper, and she was doing videos like we do, like little, and so she became famous.
Yeah.
So women are becoming increasingly successful based on sexuality. So a lot of young girls think, well, maybe I can be successful too if I just take my clothes off. I have a pretty hot body.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but pretty soon, if everyone's doing it, then you become just another one. You know what I mean? And so you have to have something that's extra special, and usually it's from within. Most people, personality, I think people don't, people spend a lot of time on looks, and looks are important. It has its place, but personality doesn't get enough credit.
No. And character, like your character, what kind of person you are.
Yeah, like a lot of women need to work on their personality more than their body. I mean, like your body, you need to take care of yourself physically because you should, just because you should. You should want to look good. You know what I mean? But don't neglect your personality, because that really is a defining difference between the mountains of booties. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's right. You know what I mean? Like
there's so many women are doing this, and don't be another one. I'm saying don't be another one. Just show another part of you, another side of you that's not just all physical, and just let the guy wonder a little bit. Let him work a little bit to see some stuff. But when you just put yourself out here like this, it's kind of like they're not trying to listen to what you gotta say.
I mean, Nicki Minaj is pretty, but You know what I mean? I don't know her personally, so she might have a great personality too.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like,
she's sexually explicit.
But the only thing that these young girls are seeing in her is the fact that she's naked and nasty. You know what I mean? And so they feel like, well, if she can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah. There's a time and a place for everything, and I think that there's some things that just inherently should be private.
And I do think there are women who are like exhibitionists, like they like to do like, you know, like streaking.
Yeah.
Like people like to be naked. Like there are a lot of people.
Everyone's different.
There are a lot of people like nudist colonies. They just like being naked.
Yeah, that's my point in saying that there's some people who do things like this that don't have low self-esteem. Not everybody, and not every woman who is showing her body has low self-esteem. Right. There are people out here who just are naked people. You see, like, that's why they have like naked beaches and stuff.
European people are much different with their bodies than American people. Because European like women and men, they have nude beaches. They have, that's normal. There is a I think that there is nothing wrong with being nude.
Yeah, I don't either.
The naked body, men and women, is a beautiful thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know when someone's just being naked and when someone's trying to be,
or it's not artsy. It's just
they're just being gross. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And so look, I mean,
I would prefer women not to do that.
You know, you do that. I mean, understand that when you do videos like that, that's fine. But those videos kind of do go viral. And then if you ever date and they see you and you want to be taken seriously, and he's like, "Oh, I saw you.
Yeah, right.
I saw your ass."
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of guys like that. Then they have a perception of you.
Yeah. Well, then I've seen so many women. Like I've seen so many like threads where women are like this, and then they put out like videos like, you know, men are dogs and always talking nasty to you in these comments. And so I'm like, yeah, but you were twerking. The last 8 videos were like twerking. Don't get mad all of a sudden when a man comments on what he just saw. Like wasn't that the point? Or was it not the point? Or are you just trying to you thought you'd get all positive stuff, and then they got crude when men got really nasty with it. It started to make you feel a little dirty. You're like, ooh.
You know, men when you give them that sexual go, they go.
They go.
You know what I mean? And so, you know,
like
they
all
go.
systems go.
You know what I mean? Like, whenever I've ever been intimate with a guy out there, they want to be sexy and sexual, then men are totally for that.
Yeah.
You know, I've never had a boyfriend where he wasn't, okay, let's go there. You know what I mean? Let's go. And I'm okay with that because we're in that place. Right. You know what I mean? But if you don't want every guy to treat you that way, you have to take yourself seriously so they can take you seriously as well. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with twerking videos, but don't. Be careful. Yeah. Because, you know, there is there's a reaction to everything that we do.
At some point, you're going to want to have some kind of meaningful relationship. And it might be a little bit hard for a guy to find a meaningful relationship with somebody who has 800 twerking videos. Like, I really love you, man.
I mean, just to know something like that goes viral, you know, out there, it would be weird if, like, my dad saw that.
Right. Because, you know, I'll be honest with you.
And I don't even have a relation with my dad, but it'd be weird if he saw that. Yeah. If he, like, saw... if he saw that. Or my mom.
What's I was saying?
Or, you know, like my uncles.
Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, like, when I look at the videos like this, the first thing that I think is, it's like one of those train wrecks. You can't look away, but you kind of understand men. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of understand why men are like, oh my God, you know, because I'm a woman. I'm not into women, but I feel like, when you see a woman doing that, it's like, I can't. My thought as a woman is, I can't believe she's doing this.
Well, women are looking at it too. That's why they get mad.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
She doing?
Now, men aren't the only one watching this. Women are too. Or
but I always think about family members.
Maybe it's on a young man's checklist now. You know, do you have a college education? Do you know how to twerk?
Right.
I want to see a video.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's different.
Yeah. Maybe the young people are okay with.
Maybe they're becoming more open. Yeah. You know, like, I like a girl who can read, write, and twerk.
I hope that answered your question. But I have a feeling you already knew what we were going to say. Ladies, please stop.
Put your pants up.
Put your clothes on. I hate sounding old. I hate sounding like I'm a prude. But I really am not a prude. But I just really think there should be some more modesty. I think there should be a little bit more mystery to you. Because there's more to you than that. But if that's what you want to do, girl, you go right ahead and twerk your life away.
Yeah. If you like it,
I am not standing in your way. That's what you think. Are you a twerker? Do you like twerking videos? I know guys are like, yeah, I love twerking videos. Put some comments down below, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our content. Bye.